Escape the dungeon!
Hello, everybody. This is Escape the Dungeon, the podcast where we ask you to join us as we explore the world beyond the world's oldest role-playing game. My name is Mike Cripps, and I will be your master of ceremonies, and I am joined by four mystifying players. Zach Brass.
Hello, that's me. I'll be playing myself today.
Dom Brass.
Hey, that's me. I'll be playing Bobby the Werewolf today.
Nate Brass.
What's up, Internet? That's me. I am Nate.
And Tyler Knittle.
Hi.
Hi. Each season, we will be playing a different tabletop role-playing game. This season, we are playing Urban Shadows 2nd Edition, a Powered by the Apocalypse game published by Magpie Games. I got a pretty simple thing I want to talk to you all about. I got some recommendations for you. No swerve, no joke. It's just like a couple of things that I've been enjoying, and I think that the four of you will enjoy as well. I got three things, and then, we can open up the floor if you guys are enjoying things too. But I'm going to go in order of, I think, easiest sell to toughest sell for you guys. So, first thing, very easy sell, a movie. The movie Conclave. You may have heard about this. It was a Best Picture nominee. Didn't win anything at the Oscars this year, but, people like it. It's about the Pope. Specifically, the Pope died, and now they've got to get a new Pope. And
Ooh, so it's like that secret meeting thing?
Yeah, it's like all the political wheeling and dealing between the cardinals at the conclave to see who the new Pope is going to be. Super good. Just like a fun romp, kind of funny in ways that you don't really expect. But I think you guys will like it.
Sounds like a 12 Angry Men kind of deal.
That's kind of the vibe I was getting from the description, but...
Yeah, not 100%, but I think you guys will like it. Middle sell, and I think the hardest part about this sell might just be the name, but I think if you check it out, you guys will enjoy this. It's a band, a music band.
A music band?
A music band.
Whoa, a music band?
Not a Band-Aid?
I've heard a thing or two, yeah.
They're called Viagra Boys.
All right. Are they all over 60?
They are like a post-punk band. Most of the guys are Swedish, so that's kind of fun. And
like Swizzgars.
they've got like a funky aspect to them. They've got a sense of humor. I really like them. My favorite album of theirs is Cave World by Viagra
I'm sold.
Boys.
This sounds exactly like the kind of crap I would love.
Yeah, honestly.
Funky post-punk with a funny name.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think you guys will like it quite a bit. Listeners, that goes for you too. And then last thing, and I do think this is the hardest sell for you guys because this is a nearly 800-page book.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't tell you the last time I read a book that long, honestly.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
It's probably been almost a decade.
The Terror by Dan Simmons. It's a horror book, a horror novel that is inspired by the real events of 19th century British naval sailing ships, the Erebus and the Terror, that went to go explore the Arctic Circle and never returned.
I can't think of anyone who would just absolutely love that.
What?
Oh yeah, that's actually fine.
It's super cool. The horror scenes get pretty gnarly, so maybe this one's not for Nate. But
Weak.
it sort of does like a jumping around different characters' perspective things. There was a TV show made about this. I haven't watched it, so if you want to cheat, maybe you can watch that instead of reading 800 pages. But I really liked this book, and I think if you guys have the mental fortitude, you can enjoy it too. That's what I got. You guys enjoying anything that you think the rest of us would like?
I finally watched Squid Games.
Ooh.
Turns out everyone was right. It was good.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Have you watched both seasons?
Yeah, I was just going to watch the first season too. Going in, I was like, I bet you one season will be enough for me just to get the gist. But the first season was just too good to not watch the second season. Like,
yeah, I really liked Squid Game.
Squid Game was really good. I haven't seen the second season, so that's exciting.
any of you guys been watching what's that show called? Severance?
Severance is maybe like my favorite current TV show. I think it's so good.
Really, really good. Crazy, weird. I haven't really been playing any video games. And
you've been playing that card game one.
Oh yeah, what's that game called? The Spire, the old one. Climb the Spire or something. Kill the Spire or something.
The deck builder, right?
Yeah.
Have you guys played that Balatro game at all?
No. But I played this crazy
have I.
kitten or bunny board game with Matt last night, and Tyler and Nate actually here. So a few of us played this weird what was it called? Bunny Kingdoms?
Bunny Kingdom.
Yeah, well, that was fun. It's not as much about bunnies as you expect, but
it's more about gambling and why I shouldn't do it.
Nice.
I have something to recommend.
Go ahead.
I have recently been doing a improv comedy class,
Oh no.
which for one would generally just recommend. I think you'd all love it. But during that, the teacher recommended a couple books. Small books, nothing 800 pages. But
I'm out.
is it even a book?
Yeah, right. This fucking guy.
The Triangle of the Scene and Truth in Comedy are both delightful reads on just like improv and like where your place in the scene is, how to like help the other actors, and I think they're both really good. Would recommend.
Are you trying to give us homework?
Yep.
Well, I mean, that's kind of how this segment opens, so. What how many pages how many pages are those books?
The one of them I have on Kindle, so I don't know the number off the top of my head. The other one is 150.
Okay.
So that's not too bad.
150 pages. Yep. Nice and easy. Nice and short. Just
You don't
dives
have
right
like
into it.
an Adobe file of it so I can get it to read it to me.
I'm sure you can figure it out yourself, bro.
That's what I did for the rule book here. I had Adobe
Really?
reading it to me while I was reading it to make sure I focused and read it. So yeah.
Well, whatever works, Tom.
Oh, you know what? I got another one. Josh Johnson, the comedian.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, he's delightful.
I don't know Josh Johnson.
He's very funny.
He's
Oh
hysterical.
my god,
great.
he's my favorite one right now. He's so funny.
I'm with you, Zach. He's got some really good stuff.
He bangs out like hour-long specials every week.
And he's got a good even tone. Like it's about the wit of the joke, not like him doing
Crazy antics or anything.
something crazy. Yeah.
No, he's just
really good.
A very lots of stuff about like current events.
Yeah,
and
he
things.
does Daily Show correspondence, so he does the kind of comedy you would expect him to do.
Oh, okay. Tyler, you got anything that you're enjoying that you just want to give a shout out?
Our podcast.
Nice, dude. Nice. Let's go.
Fucking
What a
lame.
nerd.
That's all I listened to. I'm the monkey at the typewriter.
Previously on Urban Shadows, Bobby, Ezra, Chris, and Dale were on the hunt for Moose Calhoun and the Sons of Earthly Filth. Fighting against a swarm of demonic-powered flies, they realized the flies were Moose. Over the course of the battle, Ezra and Bobby were both seemingly infected by the demonic power, and Dale was scarred. But still, the group was able to overcome this threat. Moose was weakened, though part of him escaped, and the rest of the Sons are dead. Upon investigation of their hideout, Chris learned that an acquaintance, Matilda the Oracle, had been turned by Moose and is working with him to bring about the end of the world. So the last thing we saw in last episode was Matilda knocking on Chris's door in the middle of the night, Celeste opening, and Matilda telling her that Chris had sent her. Obviously, we know this is a lie. And that Celeste needs to come with her to get somewhere safe. But I sort of want to back up just a little bit from there. Because, Chris, your intimacy move, right?
Yeah, I was going to bring that up.
Yeah, you and Celeste have like a psychic bond that you can feel when the other is in danger, right? So I think we see Celeste like lying in bed, tossing and turning, obviously uncomfortable. And like with each toss and turn, we see like a flash of the danger that you've been in, surrounded by the chupacabras, dodging the lasers that were firing, trying to stop the red wine flood from drowning you, being attacked by these demon flies that are now Moose Calhoun. Maybe she doesn't know like exactly what danger you're in, but she knows that you are in danger. She asked you not to go. And then all of a sudden, someone's knocking at the door. She gets up, she hurries to the front door, not knowing what to expect. It's Matilda. I think maybe even like in this version of what we're seeing, Matilda's talking with like a Peanuts adult wah 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 wah, and like things are sort of fading out. I don't necessarily want to just say that Celeste goes with Matilda. I don't think that's necessarily the fairest thing to do here with what's happening. So Nate, I know obviously Celeste is an NPC, but she's an NPC tied explicitly to your character. So I want to give you as a player some degree of narrative influence here.
Okay.
What do you think Celeste's reaction to this would be?
I think that Celeste goes with Matilda but like tries to get in contact with Chris. Probably through the phone, because I don't know if she has any magic powers.
Yeah, I mean, Chris has been training Celeste with magic, but we haven't really explored that too much. What do you think Celeste's like magical competency would be at this point after, you know, a year or two of training with Chris?
I think it's a different thing than like learning witch spells, and it's more about containing like her natural draw of magic.
Yeah.
Because like with Chris, I imagine the reason she has those like purity crystals and whatnot to draw in magic is because like it is dangerous to like draw magic into your body. Like that is the kind of corruption of it, of like directly kind of manipulating magic without tools. And so I think it's been more about managing output and managing like not just drawing intense magic whenever she's super upset.
Yeah. Okay. So Celeste, we see Celeste at the door, like looking behind her, staring at the phone that's like plugged into a charger, and goes to get it, and Matilda's like, no, Celeste. They can track us that way. That would just put us in more danger. Come, you have to go with me right now. Celeste hesitates for a moment, leaves the phone where it is, and follows Matilda to her car. But I think there's a shred of doubt in her mind, a shred of nervousness. And so we cut back to the group and still in the basement of the House of Good News. Chris going through this grimoire that she found that details the ritual that Moose has gone through, that has entries in it about Moose's deal with Matilda. I want to be very clear about the information that Chris gets out of this. The entries in here describe how the Sons of Earthly Filth got Matilda's luck back, and in exchange, they cashed in that debt, and that Matilda is going to help them bring about the end of the world.
Quite the debt.
Quite the debt. And I think, Chris, your psychic connection with Celeste, it's been sort of in the back of your mind this entire late night, early morning, right? Just the faintest little hum of nervousness, discomfort, not overt danger. And I think you feel that spike ever so slightly as Celeste gets in the car and Matilda begins driving away.
So I feel a spike of her danger levels. Gotcha.
Yeah, not like overt danger, but increased nervousness.
I would like to channel some magic.
Okay.
That is a 15.
What?
Best roll I could have gotten.
Okay, you've
3 powerful crystals.
You've got 3 points of magic to use.
I would like to spend 1 to link up with Celeste, as I can target her with magics at any range.
Okay.
I would like to form a telepathic link.
You create the telepathic link with Celeste.
Celeste, wait. The mission went as successfully as I think it could have. We'll be back soon. Are you all right?
Chris? Chris, wait, what? I don't understand. Did you send Matilda? She said that you were in danger and that she needed to get me to safety. What's going on?
Matilda's there? Do not trust anything she says. She's working with Moose. Stay away from her, all right?
Celeste, in the passenger seat of Matilda's car, glances over, slowly starts reaching towards the car door as the car picks up speed. I'm with her right now, Chris. What's going on? She's with Moose? What do I do?
Just remain calm. We'll come and get you, all right? Don't do anything crazy and just don't let them summon any demon rituals. We'll be right there. Fuck.
She pulls her hand back from the door handle, not making any sudden movements, not doing anything crazy like you suggested. And she starts to send you directions. She's sending you, updates of each turn that the car makes. Onto this street, onto the next street, onto the next. And over the next few minutes, you start to get a picture that Matilda is taking her northwest out of the city.
Okay, I would like to use another one of my holds to cast a tracking spell on Celeste.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so with this combination of your tracking spell and Celeste's telepathic directions, you get a really good sense of where they're going.
All right. Hey everybody. Celeste's been kidnapped. We gotta go.
To a hospital?
Oh. Okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah. All right. Hey. Yeah, how about I drop Dale off at a hospital?
I mean, it's only a faint harm right now.
Faint's nothing. Why are you asking to go to the hospital? Stop being a baby.
Do you even have health insurance?
Not anymore.
Oh, God.
God damn it.
To a hospital, he says. He doesn't even have a serious injury. Come on.
God damn
my God.
Obamacare.
I think Dale's made a lot of crazy comments, actually. I'm pretty curious to his deeper
We can
philosophies.
burn the stump.
I'll tough it out. You're lucky I like you, Chris.
Look, I'm sorry. We can get you like some kind of magic finger or something later. I know a guy at the Fey Market.
Oh, that'd be so... I mean, if I can get a magic finger out of it, let's go get Celeste.
You know what? Just for fun, let's say that, Dale, you look down at your hand with the missing finger, and like as you move it, you get this like spectral blue after image of your finger.
I shove that hand in my pocket.
Dale, you should probably bandage that up. It's bleeding through your pants.
I just gotta keep pressure on it. It's fine.
As you guys are like rushing back up the ladder and out into the church to get going, Root, the fairy bodyguard, sort of like briefly grabs your shoulder, Chris, and just goes, "Hey, Chris, what's going on? You look freaked out."
Moose's goons have got Celeste. We gotta go. Also, Moose got away. He turned into bugs and flapped off.
Root like nods, and he reaches into his pocket and he hands you like a gnarled tree branch looking thing, like a twig almost.
A wand?
No, it's more like it's not straight. It's like twisted and turned around. It's almost like a very small, like tumbleweed looking thing. Take this. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. You hear the squeal of tires on the pavement, and we're off.
Yeah, and so using the magical tracking that Chris is currently channeling, you know that that Matilda's car is heading northwest out of the city. And so you follow behind, but she's got a head start on you. She's a little closer to where you're going. And are you in Dale's pickup truck?
I think that's what we took, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Matilda's car has some speed advantage on you as well. So
Someone want to drive? I can't really do stick shift right now. It hurts.
I gotcha.
And so you get the sense of her gaining distance on you, the gap widening. And over the next 45 minutes of driving, Chris, you sense her arriving at Valley of Fire State Park.
I don't like that name.
I love that name. By the time you arrive there, it is about 4 a.m. You see in the still darkness of how early it is. And this is something you guys should look up pictures of this place because it's pretty nuts. Just these huge sweeping red stones rising out of the Mojave Desert. These ridges and cliffs of just I was looking this up earlier. I think it's called Aztec sandstone.
That's a cool name.
Yeah, and it's not like the flat Mojave Desert that you've seen before. This is all sorts of hiding places, nooks and crannies that Matilda and Celeste might be in. I just want to get a sense of what your guys' plan is here. Are you sticking together? Are you spreading out? Are you going to try and make a beeline? What's the plan?
I can fly if, you want.
I can get a scent on her and I can move quickly. So I can use those advantages as appropriate to split up if necessary. Aerial view does sound good.
I can also, just send a signal by making myself extra fiery or something. It's night. I think you'll see me.
Yeah, you could do something like that.
If we don't have the, ideally we get some magic telepathy, but
guys, I appreciate the enthusiasm here. I feel like this is a situation where Chris is calling the shots. So I want to get a sense of what her plan is.
I think Chris on the drive over is going to call Nigel.
Yeah, you call him. It's 4 a.m. He picks up groggily. Christina, what is the meaning of this? You woke me from my slumber.
Hey,
I was
wake
having
up.
the sweetest dreams.
Nigel, I don't care right now. Hey, it's Chris.
Succulent enchantresses.
So emergency. Celeste has been taken. You owe me one, so I need you to immediately gather up any and all mages that we have in the circle to come give us some backup when we inevitably need it.
There is a long, uncomfortable silence. Did you say Celeste has been taken?
Yep.
By whom, Christina?
Well, that's funny. It was technically Matilda, though she is being brought to the Valley of Fire State Park because Matilda has agreed to work with Moose, who is working for Beelzebub. So it is reasonable to assume that she has been taken by Beelzebub. So yeah, we should I'll see you there.
How did you allow this to happen, Christina? You were given one task by this order.
Yep. And right now I am working on that task. I really need you right now, boss. So I know you want to yell at me, but that can wait until a few hours from now. I will talk to you later, and I'm going to hang up.
Okay.
Ballsy move, telling the guy who told you to protect Celeste that you lost Celeste.
Yep. But I am trying to invoke a debt here.
I understand that's what you're trying to do.
Yep. No, I understand. I understand it might not happen.
Very good. Very good. I love that. Let's say that you guys are now arriving at the state park. You see the stones rising and falling. What next?
All right. We probably don't want to go in all guns a-blazing. Chris looks at the werewolf and the demon boy. So I think we try and stealth our way in, cause as little mayhem as we can until the moment comes, and you will know when the moment comes that we must cause as much mayhem as possible.
Okay.
All right.
Not going to ask questions, but I feel like I'm going to have difficulty figuring out when the necessary moment is.
I really feel like you won't.
All right. I'm letting it go. Just let it go.
Are you better or worse than Leroy? Do you need a code word?
All right. Hey, I'm not even starting this.
That's what I thought.
Look, when you see me transform into a demon, you know it's go time.
Okay, to be honest, I would like a code word.
Remember the last time we had code words?
Yeah, we don't do code words anymore.
Whoa. Okay, just because Leon doesn't know how the fuck code words work, okay, doesn't mean I can't handle a code word. It's pretty simple.
Oh yeah, it was Leon. All right, your code word is Manila.
All right, easy.
All right, I think we'd like to stealth around and get the high ground, Obi-Wan style, to try and scout out how many people there are.
Sure. Go ahead, Chris, since you are leading this. Roll with spirit to keep your cool, move quickly, silently, and find the best position to be.
No!
What did you do?
Dude, I was so ready to roll to help you. And
And I rolled the one possibility that you couldn't help me.
You had the most bipolar rolling you could possibly have.
Yeah, I went from 2 6s to 2 1s to get a 5.
Okay.
yeah, that's insane. Fuck.
Chris, you lead the gang up this red stone ridge. You're getting, these visions of Celeste, between the telepathic and the tracking, and you see this vision of Matilda leading her into a valley between tall stones. And there are runes and pictograms carved into the stone. What's going on, Matilda? Tell me the truth. What's going on? Oh, sweet thing. I'm sorry for what it's worth. But this is how it has to be. And she, pushes Celeste down onto the ground, down onto these runes and pictograms. And you climb up to the tallest ridge, and you see the two of them on the ground, alone. But before you have the chance to jump down to take the element of the surprise, Matilda's voice echoes off the stones around you. That's enough there, Chris. No further.
Hey, Matilda, we can talk about this, right?
I wish we could. This isn't the kind of thing I enjoy. This isn't what I want to be doing, Chris. But it is, unfortunately, what I have to do.
This isn't what you have to do. This is what you're choosing to do. You can stop it right now, right here.
That must be so easy for you to say. All the advantages you've gotten, all the help that's been given to you, every position of power you've been offered. Even after Dallas, yeah, I know about that. Even after Dallas, you come here to Vegas and you get to start over. You get to look after someone. You get responsibility. You get a second chance. That's the kind of thing that makes it easy to say no when someone tells you what to do. That's not something all of us are able to do.
You've got your second chance, Matilda. It's right here in this moment, right now. This is your second chance. What are you going to do with it? You're going to fall to the devil?
You're too late, Chris. You're far too late. Deals have been made. Fortunes have been restored. What's done is done. And she pulls out from like her inner jacket pocket the like rod that Dale once saw Moose hold. The rod that revealed the power of Beelzebub to him.
Shit, Manila, Bobby, fucking Manila.
Jump out. I want to attack and try to claw it out of her hand.
Sell out.
And so as Bobby starts to lunge down towards Matilda, towards Celeste, flames begin to spark and erupt all around you. The rocks themselves begin to ignite in the darkness. And you are surrounded by rings and rings of flames as Matilda begins to channel the magic of this rod. And you hear her, "Hail Beelzebub! Hail Beelzebub! Hail Beelzebub!" Bobby, are you still barreling forward through all of this?
Absolutely. Yeah. No, she has to stop this. This is nonsense. I mean, I would like to disarm her, is what I would particularly like to do here. I don't like this magic nonsense. This got to stop.
Here's what I'll say, Dom. You can either like just barrel straight through this, and suffer whatever consequences of that there are to take a straight shot, or you can try and find an advantage that would allow you to avoid potential outcomes. It sounds like you're barreling straight through.
Yeah, I think I'll barrel straight through. And can I use my +1 ongoing?
The +1 forward from your sand?
Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, because you are still high, my dude. I suppose this is a turn to violence. Roll with blood.
I rolled an 11, 1-1.
So that means that you inflict harm as established, and you get to choose one of these things. Now, the harm as established, I think, was disarming her rather than necessarily hurting her. With that in mind, You can inflict terrible harm, you take something from them, or you create an opportunity for an ally. You're already taking something from them. So really your option is inflict some harm to Matilda directly, or somehow create an opportunity for somebody else to do something.
Create an opportunity by, in the process, separating Matilda and Celeste.
So as Matilda is starting to perform whatever ritual she is doing, you just charge right through the flames, moving so fast they don't even quite singe you. You knock her to the ground, you grab that rod out of her hand, and you now stand in between Matilda and Celeste on the red stones carved with runes and pictograms. But something bad happens to you as well.
Oh no!
They either inflict harm upon you, they create an opening to flee, or the option that I'm choosing here, they put you in a bad spot. Because you hold that rod. Matilda sort of brushes herself off, begins to lift herself up from the ground, but she has not stopped chanting at all. Hail Beelzebub! Hail Beelzebub! And her voice is getting louder and louder. Hail Beelzebub! And she looks right up at you, Bobby. And you feel a tingling in your belly.
Oh no.
A tingling from all those flies that forced their way down your throat as they begin to rise back up. And you find yourself belching and vomiting flies out of your mouth.
Gross.
Somehow tastier on the way out.
Bobby's just like, and it's the worst thing ever. It sucks. It's definitely distracting him.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah,
there.
you were almost like frozen in place as you were like retching these flies that are now starting to like buzz and swirl all around the three of you.
Well, I'm gonna turn into a demon.
I want to channel magic.
Okay.
I'm just gonna mark corruption and take all of the power.
Okay, dude. You mark corruption, you take all the power, you go full demon mode once more. And as you do, that spot on your arm where the flies landed before starts to sort of bubble.
Oh, God.
And it's like something is moving underneath your skin.
Shit.
And you take a moment and you really look at what's happening. And the thought comes to you right before it happens. Eggs. They laid eggs underneath your skin.
This is disgusting.
Ugh.
Oh, my God.
And they begin to hatch as little gnats and grubs start to squirm out of you to the chanting of Hail Beelzebub.
You disgust me.
Yeah.
That's nightmare fuel.
Remind me, do we know where Celeste is?
Yeah, she is like down on the ground below you. You guys are like up on these high stone ridges.
And I just made an opening.
Yeah, so I think the opening that Bobby maybe made was by barreling straight through. Some of these flames have sort of dulled down and gives you a direct shot without having to risk being burned, but that is like a closing opportunity.
Well, I'm pretty useless in a fight, so I'm just going to go and try to work my way to securing Celeste?
I think we'll call this a keep your cool as well, Dale. So go ahead and roll with spirit.
We got a +1 in that.
You can do it. You can do it.
I hope
We
this
believe.
fucking
believe
roll 20
in
owes me
Dale.
for a bunch of fucking bullshit. Like the statistic improbability of how bad I rolled. That's a 7.
Okay, so a 7 on a keep your cool means that you're able to do it, but it is going to cost you. I think the cost here is pretty low. I think just to really hustle and make it down to Celeste in time with this closing window of safety, you're either going to have to like drop some weight and basically leave your kit behind, or you're gonna risk getting burned by some of these flames.
Dale sticks his hand out so that the flames cauterize his missing finger.
Nice.
Okay, so you are you're gonna be a little bit slower with the kit on your back, running down the path down these stones as quickly as you are able, but you are going to get singed a little bit. I'm not going to do any direct harm to you, but your clothes are kind of on fire.
Oh. Ah!
Now Dale's in his underwear.
Come with me if you want to live.
Huh, tidy whities, man.
And so while dealing with that, you're able to get down to Celeste. You're able to like help her off the ground, and you're like looking around trying to find a way to safety. There's not really an open window right in this moment. So somebody else is either going to have to create an opportunity for you to go to safety, or you're going to have to come up with some other plan. But Dale is with Celeste.
Great. While Dale is doing that, I would like to teleport to Celeste.
Wow, okay. Yeah, just trivialize everything I do. Why not?
This is a spell.
Oh,
that
he
you
doesn't have
I'm
magic.
assuming.
Let's just show him up.
Yeah, teleport. Spend one hold to teleport yourself a short distance within a scene you're in.
Yeah, absolutely. Checks all the boxes. You spend one of your magic as one of your little crystals sort of flickers back into darkness. But Chris's form disappears and reappears right next to Celeste and Dale. Chris.
Hey, sweetie, don't you worry. We'll get you out of here. I think Chris is going to spend the other 2 hold to cast shielding on the 3 of us. And Bobby, if he's close enough, but I don't know if he would be.
Yeah, I think you can get it on the 4 of you. You create this blast of magic that shields each of you with like a glowing barrier, and like as that starts to cover Celeste, you see some of those flies buzz towards her, and it's like a bug zappers.
Nice.
They just sort of sizzle against the shield. The individual flies are not going to be able to bother her too much.
Oh, there you go, Bobby. You just got a shield to those things you're puking up.
It just makes the retching more painful.
They're just filling his mouth because they can't pass through the barrier to exit.
Nice. Okay. Bobby's head explodes with flies. Fantastic.
Zach, what is Ezra up to? He's transformed. He's got bugs hatching out of his arm.
That's terrible. I kind of want to, take my flaming sword and go down the part of my arm where all the bugs are and just try and burn the shit out of them and probably my arm. But hey, I've got, armor, so it might not be that bad.
You are able to burn up the bugs as they're crawling out of your arm, but you realize that this is now like a larger problem that you are going to have to deal with.
Oh god, I don't like this. All right, well then we're going to have to just disarm or kill her now.
Guys, we're going to have to start adding content warnings to these episodes.
We're marked explicit.
The following program may not be suited for all audiences.
All right, yeah, so I obviously am just okay, kill her. All right, I just need this to stop. And I charge with the attempt to try and mostly kind of disarm her, but I'm totally fine with cutting her arm off.
She has been disarmed. She no longer has that rod.
I guess I'm just gonna, try and take her out.
You have your wings, right? You can fly?
Yep.
Okay, so you can just go fully over the flames and dive bomb her, really without worrying about those too much. Go ahead and give me a turn to violence roll with blood.
Well, that was a 14. And just as a reminder, I am deadly, so I do additional harm.
I'm aware. Would you like to inflict terrible harm, take something from them, or create an opportunity for an ally on a 10+?
Can I create an opportunity for an ally for them to with the flames or something?
Yeah, describe what that might look like for me.
I, dive bomber. Can I I don't know, attempt to just slice through the blades with my flaming demon swords to sort of, I don't know, scatter them a bit. And
totally.
Give them an opportunity to get out of there.
Yeah, absolutely. So you go ahead and you burst through the flames, sort of maybe even absorbing some of them as you dive forward like a missile with your sword. What dumb thing does Ezra shout as he's doing this?
Oh, shit.
Think hard.
Yeah, no, I fucking hate bugs!
Yeah, you know what? You're right. That was pretty dumb.
And so you fully impale Matilda through the midsection with your sword. And she stops chanting mid-sentence. Helbia! Looks down, sees the sword going through her back, out her chest. Looks up at Chris. All I wanted is what you had. And her eyes roll back in her head, and she goes limp against Ezra's sword. Bobby, you stop retching. You feel the last of these flies work their way out of you. You see an opening to away from these flames, away from the swarm of flies, for you and for Dale and for Chris and for Celeste.
Oh man, my therapist is gonna have a field day with what I tell her from tonight.
So, fuck. I didn't want to let Matilda die. I think Bobby...
Why not? She's awful. Kill her.
Because I felt bad because I owed her a debt.
Yeah.
and she was friends with my auntie.
Your auntie has questionable friends.
Yeah, no, that's true. But I don't think this image of Ezra killing this lady in front of me is going well right now because I'm really fucking high.
Yeah.
You see the flies here, the flies that came from you, Bobby, are starting to swirl about and become more compact, forming some sort of shape, much like they did when they became humanoid in the shape of moose. It's hard to tell what exactly they're forming into, but it's into something.
Chris, we've got an opening. We can leave, but it looks like those flies are forming into something.
Shit.
Chris, the runes around you and the pictograms that are carved into the stone start to glow. Some of them greenish, some of them pinkish, some of them purple, some of them like bright white. It creates almost like an aurora borealis type effect that are mixing with the red flames.
I would like to try and let it out and reshape the essence / nature of this magical spell.
Of which? The flies or the lights?
The lights.
Give me a spirit roll to let it out.
As I just draw on the intense magical energy of this, you see like the corrupted magic like draining into Chris's hands as I roll a 10.
A 10. Okay. So as these aurora borealis lights start to fill up the space, you start to draw upon them, Chris. And in doing so, you realize that these lights, this magic, is not the magic of Beelzebub. It is not the magic of corruption, of the unholy, but rather the opposite. And this is holy magic, and it is starting to activate as a reaction to what is happening here, as protection, and you feel it being drawn towards Celeste.
Oh, shit.
But you are able to recognize this and perhaps reshape it in some way. But it is going to cost you somehow. You are going to either mark corruption or through reshaping this, risk exposing this magic to yourself and your friends.
That sounds fun. Let's risk exposing this magic to myself and my friends.
We should mark corruption just for that.
This might be worse than marking corruption. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Chris, I think before I tell you exactly what the complication of exposing yourself to this energy might be, I think I want to get a sense of how you're reshaping this holy protective magic.
I think Chris is assuming this is like this is where the Valkyrie comes in. And that's not what we want. And so trying to, I think, like force it down and like kind of just like force stop it. Yeah, it's like this spell's popping out and I'm like trying to pack a tent into a bag that it just doesn't seem like it could have ever fit in there. And then it just springs out, spring-loaded, pops out back at me. But like with magic. Does that make sense?
No, dude, you're just not putting it in the bag right. Like, dude, let me show you.
But like, I don't want the spell to be pulled all the way out so that we can properly fold it to put it back in. I need to shove it back in while it's halfway pulled out. And I think that's kind of the issue here.
I think that is the issue. That's well put, dude.
So you want to reshape this magic by forcing it back, by forcing it away.
Yes.
Okay. So these glyphs, these pictograms start to glow all these colors, Aurora Borealis. Chris feels it coming, feels it being directed and drawn towards Celeste. But you are able to grab a hold of this magic, force it away, force it down deep into the earth. You feel the magic rumbling beneath you. The stone with its runes begins to crack under your feet, and you see that magic trembling. And you are successfully able to keep it away from Celeste. But that magic bursts forward and up into a geyser, up, around, and through you, Chris, into the sky, filling the early morning darkness with multicolored light. There's just a silhouette in the shape of Chris in the middle of these lights. Celeste screams.
Fuck. Oh, fuck. Okay, we need to get Celeste out of here. Yeah, I think I turn. I see that Dale is there. And I'm like, Dale's got this. And I'm going to jump in after to get Chris out of harm's way as well.
You dive into the light rising up from the earth?
Absolutely.
Okay. Bobby dives in after Chris. Ezra, Dale, Celeste, what's going on with you three?
Ezra flies in after that idiot, those two idiots.
God damn it.
Ezra flies into the light as well.
Like, wait, no.
Dale.
I'm the only one who can fly.
Come on, let's get you out of here.
Dale, you are just trying to get out with Celeste.
Yes.
Okay.
You don't want to dive in the
No.
ball of light.
You said I got this.
Yeah, we do believe in you.
Give me a roll with blood to escape a situation.
Oh no, I'm bad at that.
You got this. I was kidding.
You don't got this. No.
Why? What the
What
fuck?
did you roll? Another snake eyes? No, it was a bad roll though.
No, he rolled a 2 and a 3 for a total
Minus
of 4
one.
minus the 1. So that's pretty rough.
I'm sorry.
Dale, you try as hard as you can to get Celeste away from here, but there is an almost gravitational pull coming from this beacon of light shooting up into the sky.
God damn it.
You hear a crack of thunder. You see lightning in the sky. Rain begins to fall down on you. A sudden, heavy torrent of rain
Really?
that is instantly extinguishing these rings of fire that ignited. Steam rises up, mixing with the aurora light. It's hard to have a sense of anything that's going on when you feel a hand grip yours and pull you out of the mist. You see before you a man I don't know if Dale has ever met before. An older, gentlemanly black man, gray hair and beard, Nigel.
Who the hell are you?
Where is Christina? Where is Celeste?
Who wants to know?
There's no time, boy. Where are they? And you realize you do not have Celeste with you. You've lost her.
God damn it.
You had one job.
Oh, man. Yeah, well, then you rolled a 4.
Look, I'm the Krillin of the group, okay?
No, I love it. I love it.
Dale, like, does a quick turnaround and realizes that Celeste ain't there, and he's like, God damn it! Who are you?
I'm the one who's going to fix your terrible fuck up. And he begins to walk towards this beacon of light. Chris, you are in the middle of this beacon. You feel it all around you. It is so bright. It is so warm. Suddenly Bobby is in there with you. Suddenly Ezra is in there with you. The three of you, like, holding hands in the middle of all this. You see out these silhouettes trying to run away from where you are, but stumbling, losing each other. You see one get yanked away and disappear. But the second, the smaller one, the one you know is Celeste, fall into the ground on her, like, back, being pulled towards you. The three of you in the light, what are you trying to do in this moment?
Yeah, I think first I just try to reach Chris, but then we're seeing this, like, is this something that's visible to us? This that Celeste is being pulled to Chris, or is that just visible to Chris?
This is visible to all of you, but I think this is something that Chris needs to deal with.
If I try moving towards where Celeste is, am I, like, connected to this light source now?
It seems that way. You are in the middle of this light source. Now with your two friends. Friends might be a strong word. Your two roommates.
What?
Celeste is being drawn towards it, but it seems like you want to keep her away from it.
I would like to accept all the corruption to just, like, push her away and, like, kind of sever her bond to this.
Let me ask you this, Chris. You are able to sever Celeste's connection, like you said. But you realize in this moment that that connection has to go somewhere. In a split-second decision, Chris has to decide if that connection is going to go to her or if it is going to go out.
To me. To her. Contained.
Okay, Chris, I would like you to mark corruption.
No. Papa, no.
This massive beacon that is filling this entire area with light begins to dim and begins to close and begins to shrink around Chris until what was once this huge beam is now just an aura around Chris. She starts to float up into the air, but Bobby and Ezra are able to hold her down. She falls back to the earth. Chris, you take a moment to get your bearings. You look all around, and the rest of you realize that Chris has changed. that her eyes are now glowing with a green light that fades to pink, that fades to purple, that fades to white, ever shifting with the colors of this beacon.
You feeling okay, Chris?
I don't know yet. Is Celeste safe?
Yeah, you see Celeste being held by Dale and by Nigel when she was like blasted back by Chris, severing the connection between Celeste and this power. Nigel marches towards you, Chris, furious. Christina! Do you have any idea what you have done?
Stopped whatever was happening there.
This is not what was supposed to happen. Christina, you were supposed to protect her and protect yourself from this.
Yeah. We kind of fucked up on that.
You have no idea. You look around you here in the Valley of Fire. You realize that there are no more flies buzzing around. Things have gone quiet. No more flames. The rain slowing down to a drizzle. Celeste is coming to in Dale's arms, rising from her unconsciousness. What happened?
You tell me.
She lifts herself up and she sees Chris and Nigel and she runs at you, Chris. She gives you a big hug.
Hey, I told you everything's gonna be all right.
Everything will be all right. Because the two of you are done.
What?
We'll be moving Celeste to a more secure location with a more responsible guardian moving forward.
Whoa, I mean, come on. We did just save Celeste from, like, practically demons.
You say as a demon.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'd probably turn off my demon powers after we're done fighting.
Sorry, I just don't want to speak for Chris here. But at the same time, like, yeah, I definitely am inclined to push back.
You can't just take her away. Like, we stopped whatever was happening. Nigel, this is how the job goes.
How the job goes? Christina, how the job was supposed to go is you keep Celeste at home in your precious sanctum that we provided to you so that she would never be in danger. This is not how your job was supposed to go.
I mean, to be fair, she was at the sanctum.
She was, minor hiccup. Got cleaned up pretty fast, so...
Oh, does that look cleaned up to you? Pointing at the corpse of Matilda.
Fair point.
Come, Celeste. Say goodbye to Christina. It is time we get you somewhere safer. And he, grabs her by the wrist and begins to pull her away from you. And Chris, you feel Celeste's rage and anger bubbling up within you. You've had this psychic connection, this magical connection that you would feel each other's danger before, but it's changed somehow. It's really bubbling up. Your blood is practically boiling, feeling Celeste's emotions here. And you feel it trying to lash out from you. What do? Do you accept this or do you suppress this?
Let go of her!
And as you shout that, there is a blast of energy, those same shifting colors, like a whip cracking. Nigel goes flying across the stone, skidding across the ground. Celeste looks at you, just unleashing this power that you have never unleashed before. And she looks down at her arm where Nigel grabbed her. The same arm, the same spot where Josh King once grabbed her and left a demonic mark on her. And she raises her arm up to you. Chris, look. And it is back to normal.
Oh, thank God. I think Chris is just kind of trying to comfort Celeste right now. Like, don't worry. I'm gonna make sure you're safe with me. But I think Chris is also right now just like exhausted and like struggling to be awake. Like it is 100% adrenaline keeping her awake right now. The second any of it fades, she is just gonna pass out.
Chris is on the verge of collapse. Celeste, rushing over to you, keeping you upright. Nigel sort of stirring in the distance, clearly in quite a bit of pain after what just happened. And Celeste says, Chris, I don't want to go with him. I want to stay with you.
Don't you worry. I'll keep you safe. I will make sure you are safe with me. You don't have anything to worry about right now, okay?
We should get out of here. We should find somewhere safe where the powers that be can't get to us. They can't separate us. Not again. We'll have to do that on the next episode of Escape the Dungeon. Thank you for listening to Escape the Dungeon. Escape the Dungeon is created by Dom Brass, Nate Brass, Zach Brass, and Mike Cripps, with editing and original music by Tyler Knittle. If you enjoyed this show, please consider subscribing and leaving a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app. To find us on social media, go to escapethedungeonpod.com.